Hi, Westside. This is Pastor Nick here, and I'm just doing our weekly devotional with you guys, the PressPause. And I have a story from Exodus chapter 16. If you guys want to join me there real quick, we're going to start at the beginning of the verse. And I think just to preface this, the Israelites have now escaped Egypt, and they're in the wilderness, or they're entering the wilderness. And it's so easy for us to sometimes get stuck in the wilderness and not remember what God is trying to do with us. And so I'm just going to stop there, and then I'll continue after I read this. And they journeyed from Elim, and all the congregation of the children of Israel came to the wilderness of Sin, which is between Elim and Sinai. On the 15th day of the second month, after they departed from the land of Egypt, then the whole congregation of the children of Israel complained against Moses and Aaron in the wilderness. And the children of Israel said to them, "Oh, that we had died by the hand of the Lord in the land of Egypt, when we sat by pots of meat and when we ate bread to the full. For you have brought us out into the wilderness to kill this whole assembly with hunger." Then the Lord said to Moses, "Behold, I will rain bread from heaven for you, and the people shall go out and gather a certain quota every day, that I may test them whether they will walk in my law or not. And it shall be on the 6th day that they shall prepare what they bring in, and it shall be twice as much as they gather daily." See, sometimes we forget that God is reigning over us all the time. We feel kind of lost in our daily lives, and this can lead to some sort of feeling of contempt or even anger towards God. But the truth is just as these Israelites were experiencing this massive hunger, and they didn't trust that God would provide. And of course, God does provide. But so many times I think we want to rush into success, whether that's success in work or success in school or success in any other avenue. And we don't trust that God is preparing us for a journey, right? Ultimately, the Israelites will have wandered in the desert for 40 years. This is the beginning of the journey. And they didn't trust that God would provide. In fact, that's what they say. In verse 3 at the very end, it says, "For you have brought us out into the wilderness to kill this whole assembly with hunger." And that's what they were thinking of, not only Moses and Aaron, but even of God at that point. It's so important in our daily lives, and even as we live in this contentious time with the pandemic and all of the other things that are going on, that we remember that God's love is not just about the here and now. It's the ever-present love of God, right? And even the love after we die. And if I could just implore you to kind of search for that this week. Search for the miracles in your daily life. Don't get stuck in this idea that God is just some guy in the distance that doesn't care about you, because he does love you and he cares about you. I hope you guys all have a great week, and if you guys need anything, just reach out. Love you guys. Bye.